Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It is very clear the garbage comes out of the bushes to show its face, which is the military-industrial complex. The military-industrial complex, in this case the arms manufacturing companies, plus the armies of various countries are fighting Russia. It's not the politician, it's not the people, it's not even the banks. The banks are behind, but as of now, the garbage that shows its face is the military-industrial complex, the war machine, which is the arms manufacturing companies, military-industrial complex, however you want to call it. So let me show you three articles. First one, Ukrainska Pravda. This is from today, March 6th, Thursday, 2025. Europe ready to take responsibility for security and defeat Russia in arms race. And says who? Polish Prime Minister, the paid for Donald Tusk. Question, why don't you go and fight Russia? Poland, hey, why don't you? Because you're a coward and you're weak, and you know it. You want they all talk about Europe together. It's not about fighting Russia, it's about getting those guys fat, the garbage that comes out of the, as I said, little bushes. So, they are ready to provide security. They're going to fight Russia in arms race? What does that mean for you, my Europeans, my Polish friends? What do you think that means for you? That means that part of your money, or of your taxes, will go to buying weapons. So instead of part of your taxes that they will charge you, they will take it forcefully. The taxes are taken from us forcefully. They're not voluntarily. Nobody asked me if I want to pay taxes. No, they already do it. If I don't pay taxes, they will send me certain things and eventually they will arrest me. So the people with guns will show up at my door and arrest me for not paying my taxes because they will arrest me. I don't want to pay taxes, you're going to get indicted and then you're going to get convicted. You're going to go to jail. And if you say I don't want to go to jail, how do you think they will enforce that? By sending police. All right? Unless you're in a court already, and still the police will escort you to your cell. So my friends, this is what's going on. Taxes that could be used for your children's future, which is, I don't know, schools, hospitals, I don't know, concert halls, something, parks, roads, infrastructure, bridges, things that show a civilized country. No, they're going to use to buy bombs. And the bombs sent to Ukrainians to defend your freedom. That's how it goes. We have to do it because otherwise the Russians, they say, they will come and get you. Now that's a lie. So remember, these guys are traitors. A guy who's going to take your children's future and give it to the arms manufacturing companies for a boogeyman made up by the media operatives on the same payroll, then these are traitors. They don't work for your countries. They work for the interests. That's it. And they don't care about you. So go and work. And pay your taxes. And not only the taxes you have now, they will increase the taxes. Okay, that's the first one. Second one, an unelected official here, Ukrainska Pravda, Miss von der Leyen, rearming Europe and assisting Ukraine. Von der Leyen presenting Europe a plan of 800 billion euros, that's about 820 billion dollars in Brussels. So this is an unelected official. She used to be Germany's defense minister. You can't make shit up. So she is a former defense minister of Germany. By the way, you know Rheinmetall, you know that company, is the biggest in Europe. Rheinmetall is the biggest company, arm manufacturing company in Europe. It's from Deutschland, okay, from Deutschland. That's where they're at. So it's no connection over there. So they planted her, and the Commission, European Commission, they dropped it on those baboons to say yay or nay. And they said yay, 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 yay. And now she comes and said, you know what? Europe overall has to pay. And those guys will have commands, orders, how do you want to call it? Business contracts. They will have, it's like comes and let's say you're a plumber and you're your own plumber, and the city decides, let's say the city is about 3 million people, and the city decides we're going to use Gigi to be the city's plumber because we have a pandemic of plumbing issues. You're going to be multi-billionaire in no freaking time. If you're the designated guy, like Rheinmetall, just say, and you have 800 billion euros ready for you, it's not going to be only Rheinmetall, it's going to be another French company, it escapes the name right now. But look on that. And not only, I suspect the Dutch also have something. Why? They're too small to be a big mouth. And anyway, it doesn't matter. These guys are the guys that are going to profit. Who's going to benefit out of it? As I said, military-industrial complex. And who's going to lose? You. Now, von der Leyen is right there. Tusk comes and said, we are going to do. Why don't you do it? Why don't you take your Polish arms and go and help fight for democracy? Because eventually Tusk is going to fight with you. With you. Not with him. He's in charge. He's the brain, the head. Well, the head goes first, doesn't? No. And let me show you what's going on. They're already preparing this. How? The new Voice of Ukraine is the same date, today. The top European generals, to detail peace guarantees for Ukraine in Paris. What do you think peace guarantees are? What do you think that is? Macron yesterday designated Russia as a threat to France and Europe. He said, we're all under attack, he says, mommy and daddy. No, you're not my mommy and daddy. You don't tell me what to think. You can say that, I say, no, that's a fucking lie. You're a liar, a big liar. He doesn't care. He's got the media operatives out there. And he's got all these analysts and experts that the media will put in front of you, all these professors and all these guys want to tell you, yes, I think they are. Yes. And the argument goes like this. If Russia invaded Ukraine unprovoked and unjustifiable, logically it's going to be the next one and the next one and the next one. But they don't use the same logic for themselves or for the Americans, mind you, or for NATO. Why? Because it's illogical. It's a fallacy. So my friends, here it is with these guys. They're getting ready to use you to pay for their contracts. It's clear who's who, what's what. And by the way, if these countries will not now increase your taxes, okay, we don't have enough money. You know what they're going to do? And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to go to their, what's this? They're going to go to their banks. And the banks, the international banks, faceless guys that you don't know of, they will provide your country with loans that you're going to pay, your children are going to pay, your grandchildren are going to pay. Why? To protect you, obviously, from the boogeyman created by the paid media, these politicians that you elected. No, you didn't elect them. You confirmed, you were brought to confirm, validate their choices, their selection. Macron was selected, put in front of you, channelized the media positive, and you said, oh, I'm going to vote for him. And even if you voted the other way around, I have a gut feeling that the free elections in Europe are like in Romania. You know what I mean? Okay. Do you think the Romanians are special in that way of cancelling elections if the right person might win? The wrong person might win, which is Călin Georgescu? Who orchestrated all that garbage? Do you think it was the Romanians themselves? No, that came from Brussels probably. And not only the interests. Why? The wrong person, man. We love democracy when we win. We hate it when we lose. Remember, these are the profiteers right there in your face. And how do you build weapons? Well, in order to build weapons with its material, you need resources. So you see my 3 pillars of profiteering? I always say banking system, funding, just pecker whatever, numbers. Then you have the military industrial complex, going to build it. How do we build it? We need resources. Who's going to give us resources? Natural resources. You need stuff. Where do you get the stuff from? Europe is depleted, is poor continent at this point. They need from somewhere else. Well, that sounds to me like Lebensraum. You know, Lebensraum, living space. Shush. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.